there was a group, one of the groups that's a big inspiration for me for Infinite Souls and Twilight Order. Mark Grunwald had created a group called the Night Shift
Oh, that's cool.
at Marvel, and with the Shroud and some other
Yep.
guys. And I always wanted to do a version of the Night Shift. I had this great idea for them that I wanted to do for Marvel that would have been fantastic. It would have had the Shroud. I wanted to use Gargoyle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, right. The Shroud, Gargoyle. There was a mystic character, Native American mystic character called Black Crow, and I wanted to use a version of him in it. And of course, it had Werewolf by Night. And I wanted to do another version of Ghost Rider because you know how they've done kind of different versions. I wanted to do like a Victorian Ghost Rider version because they've done the Western one,
Yep.
and then they've done like the modern one on the motorcycle. I mean, I want to do like a Victorian Ghost Rider, and he was going to be like in that group, and it wouldn't have called him Ghost Rider, but some other kind of rider because they got like Phantom Rider for ones, and I'm like I actually wrote a story for him for them, so I kind of had this really neat concept idea going for them. And Man Thing was going to be kind of in there and stuff. So I was going to throw all that together and do like kind of elevate the Night Shift into a book and offer it and throw that out there. I'm like, I really wanted to do that for them. I'd still love to do that. I think that'd still be really cool, especially now people being into a lot of the stuff. Might change what my lineup would look like because some of these things have changed for them now. But I just love this kind of stuff, this place where magic meets superhero kind of thing. It's kind of fun for me. And it wasn't always my thing, I was always more of an Avengers guy. I love the team books, but I love the Avengers, I'm a big fan of Archery and Robin Hood. So when you got to the team books, it's like I love Justice League, I love the Avengers, but I love Hawkeye, I love Green Arrow. So that's a whole nother story. Obviously, that's more in my Spies Among Us thing. But there's some weird stuff in that too. So I play with the weird. I'm a weird guy. There's no denying it. But I think it comes out with some stuff that maybe people haven't thought of. So I'm like, this is kind of a little bit different. It sounds like the same take until you read it. And you're like, oh, this is a little bit different. This is a little bit weird.
Well, I think you do a good job of pulling on what people know and like, making like with Spies Among Us. Like you have so many cool characters. I'm like, oh, that's a really cool idea, and I'm like, that's really neat. And I think you do a good job too with like Sky Guy, right? Bringing what people know about the genre, but then doing unique things. So I think that's really hard for people.
That's my thing,
like,
is a twist.
This is cool. Like, I'm like, this is cool. I'm like, it's like Justice League Dark, but just a little different. So I think that's like really, really cool. And I like that you guys pulled in like different people's characters and stuff. And I also really love the fact that I think people should just pause real quick and go check out the art first of all. Like it's like amazing. But yeah, like anything like on the pre-launch for the Kickstarter, story-wise just looks awesome.
One of our guys, Roy Johnson, who provides the big bad Saint Salad, he has a campaign going right now for his 12th book. I mean, this in the small indie creator community, this is kind of a milestone. Not too many guys are 12 books into a series. Yeah. He's 12 books into Sentinels right now. He's got it right now on Kickstarter. You can see Sentinels 1 through 12, and you can get all of them if you don't have any of them. But the Sentinels are a really fun book. The thing that Roy and I have kind of in common is that both of us looked at public domain characters and thought those could be really cool mixed in with our original creations, And I'm like, I had a little bit of a different approach. Like for me, my public domain mashups they're going to be part of Reality Rangers, which ties into my Spies Among Us, but they come from another place. And with Roy, they're just kind of all mixed together. He's done his takes on some public domain guys, and they're in with his original guys, which are just fascinating. He does great character creation and development. So it's a fun book, and they're fun, and I love that kind of stuff. So it's like we kind of connected on that level. Even though we're using different approaches, but it's like that idea that some of those public domain guys can actually inspire new stuff as well as your own creations. It's like, it's neat. I mean, if you've never looked at the old public domain characters, there's a lot of really weird characters, and some of them, it's like, there's some pretty neat concepts. And if you just played with them and stuff, then they can make them really, really cool for today too.